everybody to another episode of Sundays with Sully. Hopefully everybody had a great holidays, and we're back into it. It's the new year. We've got some new products, and we're going to start the year off with what's in this box right here. What we're looking at right here is the Cortex VHF. This isn't just your run-of-the-mill VHF black box radio. It does do the black box VHF radio thing quite well. As we tilt the box up here, you can see this is the brains of the unit. It's got NMEA 2000 input. It's got your VHF input. It's got network input. What else we got? GPS, external GPS antenna, Wi-Fi antenna, and NMEA, like we said, external audio speaker out of there. But as we go ahead and power this bad guy on right here, there we go. She's going to go through and do her start sequence here. Talk a little bit about what does this do. So, first and foremost, this is the world's first 24-volt VHF radio. That's kind of impressive on its own. If you've got a boat that's 24-volt boat, you've always had to have a dedicated 12-volt system for your VHF radio. This eliminates that. So that's a huge check box right there. This also has built-in Class B AIS. So now we've got AIS on there. We've also got a really clean, little slick, as this thing powers up right here, handset. So this handset goes with this. It can be corded, or in this case, it's wireless. Frame of reference, I've got a iPad mini here. So kind of gives you a size of scale. It's kind of like a cell phone. Fits in your hand really nice. Key the mic right here on the side. We've got our distress button right there on the top. And it works just like a regular VHF. We can go ahead, we can change our channels like that. But the trick that this thing's got up its sleeve is because it has AIS, we can now get a, let's see here, we'll zoom that in. We can now get a AIS target screen on here. And because this is tied into our instruments and to our NMEA 2000 network, we can now get all of our NMEA 2000 data on here. So if you want to just take this and put this up on your flybridge of a boat and didn't want to have a ton of instruments, you just want to, your speed, your depth, your water temp, all those kind of things, you can do that. Have it all right here. Pull it up and you need a VHF radio. It's got its own little charging cradle. It works pretty slick. So you can do that. There's your radio. Really cool little feature on it. And let's see, yeah, lets me know we're charging, we're doing our thing. The other thing, because you really can't do anything today without having an app, we have Cortex On Board. So what we're going to do with Cortex On Board is it's going to mimic this display right here. And it's going to give you all the tools. So I figure this is a better way to show you everything that it can do. So we go right into the hamburger menu right there, and we can do all our different things here. We can bring up, and we can change any of these, but we can bring up our NMEA settings, and we can adjust what it is we're looking at, whether it's water temp, depth, speed. All of our NMEA data is available right there. We can also go on there. We can set an anchor watch. If you're a cruiser, you're at anchor, and you want to set an anchor watch for where the boat is, you can go ahead and adjust the range on it and do all those different things right from there. So it's pretty easy to use. This is, of course, the chart plotter functionality of the AIS, showing us targets coming and going with the range rings right there. You can also use the man overboard function, even from the app. Same as on the VHF, you go ahead, you hit man overboard, it's going to mark the target, it's going to track back to it. So you've got all of that functionality built into there as well. And you get your directory right here. So these are all your AIS targets that you can reach out to right there. So it's a pretty slick little guy setup right there. And you can get your AIS information, pull up your target names, and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty slick. It's a lot of stuff. I saw this probably about a year and a half ago. They've been waiting for FCC approval for quite some time. We installed one a couple weeks ago, and it got installed so quickly I didn't get a chance to do a test run on it and show you guys. So that's why we've got this demo here. And another thing that this has up its sleeve, besides being AIS, besides being 24 volt, besides being a VHF, besides having an app for it, besides any of those other things, it also does boat monitoring. So everybody's getting the boat monitoring game. We've talked about Siren, we've talked about Garmin, Vesper's gotten into it. They've got a couple of different tiered programs on that. where it will give you, I think there's a free one actually, where it'll just give you kind of a weekly update on your boat and some basics, but then you can get a subscription-based service and you can get even more boat monitoring info. So now you've taken everything into one box instead of having separate boxes for things. So I think there's going to be a lot more stuff coming down the road with these guys as far as what they're going to be able to monitor and see. But it's a pretty slick unit. We've been waiting a long time for it. Really glad to see it. Really thankful that they were able to give us a demo unit so that I could shoot this video. So yeah, that's it. That's the Cortex by Vesper. And that behind me, we're going to be getting to that soon. We're a Seakeeper dealer here, and we're getting some guys trained up on it, so that's kind of just hanging out in the meantime. So stay tuned. We're definitely going to have more on Seakeeper, and I guess that's really all I got for today. So thank you guys very much for tuning in. Tell your friends, share it with everybody. Give us a follow on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and I'm going to go figure out what else we got in store for this year. Peace.